My name's Tom Pert and I'm Mapping Officer for the Royal Commission on the Ancient and Historical Monuments of Wales. I've recently been developing methods for the delivery of heritage information to mobile devices, a project which has been funded by RCAHMW under the Inspiring Learning Grant Scheme. My projects have focused on two very different but both historically fascinating locations, the Blaenavon World Heritage Landscape and Caerleon Roman Legionary Fortress. The project has adopted a multi-platform approach to the delivery of heritage information. Various formats of digital information have been produced, suitable for deployment to a variety of devices. MP3 audio tours have been developed for MP3 players, audio-visual tours have been developed for video players, and at the top end technology-wise, I've developed GPS-based applications that deliver information based upon your location. The advantage of this digital media over paper-based interpretations such as leaflets and booklets is that having been created once, this content can be deployed in a variety of ways to a range of devices and can also be easily updated and enhanced. Two methods of delivering information to GPS-enabled PDAs have been produced and were demonstrated at Caerleon for the National Museum's New Media Group. When a user picks up one of the devices, the first thing they see is the Today screen, similar to the desktop on a standard PC. In the version demonstrated at Caerleon, there are two icons which launch two different applications. When the user chooses the shortcut on the left, they launch the mobile GIS-based application. This is a custom application which has been developed using Esri's ArcPad mobile GIS software. When the application is first launched, the user sees a map with their location indicated by a crosshair symbol. As they move around the area, the crosshairs follow their position, and the map pans to keep them in view. The mapping visible to the user is the most up-to-date Ordnance Survey master map data, overlain with the outlines of the buried features of the Roman fortress. As the user moves around the area, proximity alerts are used to display directions. They can also be used to deliver facts or questions. These appear automatically when the user gets within a set distance of a point which is hidden in the mapping. When the user wants to access information on a Roman feature, they simply tap on that feature with their stylus, and this opens a web page. Within the web pages, there's text explaining the feature, as well as a range of imagery including aerial photography and reconstructions. The user can also choose to listen to the text if they don't want to read it, or are finding it hard to read from a small screen. From many of the web pages, it's possible to link to additional video clips. For example, if you go to the amphitheatre, tap on the feature and link through to the page, you can also then link further on to video footage of gladiators, boxers and wrestlers battling during the summer military spectacular. The second application was developed using the Mobile Bristol toolkit created by HP Labs in Bristol. Again, the user launches the application from the Today screen, this time selecting the shortcut on the right. The application launches, and with this software the user is presented with a web page interface rather than mapping. What the user doesn't see is how the application operates. Zones are defined on a geographically referenced map base. As the users move around the town, their position is tracked and actions are triggered when their GPS position enters or exits one of these zones. In the case of the Caerleon demo, when the user enters one of these zones, a web page on that location opens, and an accompanying audio track starts playing. When the user exits the zone, the audio stops playing, and the web page returns to its default interface. As with the GIS-based application, links to other media, including live action video clips and virtual landscape fly-throughs, are available within these web pages. The mobile Bristol-based application can also be programmed in such a way that it uses logic to alter what's displayed to the user. For example, when a zone is entered for the first time, a web page is displayed that provides information about that location. If the user then passes through that same zone a second time, the application can be programmed so that the page is not repeated, or an alternative page can be shown, perhaps asking a question about that location or providing additional information. With further development, there could be a range of applications available to the user from the Today screen of these devices, based on either or both of the technologies that I've just explained. These could offer a choice of tools based on a variety of themes, as well as applications designed for specific audiences, such as school groups, families or adults.